Internet DC correspondent Ariel Cohen, here for another installation of Summer That Guy. I'm here with rising junior Sean Sweeney, just outside the Capitol building. Sean is originally from Melrose, Massachusetts, but he's spending the summer working in Washington, D.C. as a congressional intern. So, Sean, what brought you to D.C. this summer?
Well, I had the chance to intern with the congressman from Boston, Mike Capilano, and I wanted to get some experience in government and on the Hill. And I also wanted to spend some time with some of the friends I've made at William & Mary over the summer. And so with everyone seemingly living in Northern Virginia, it was pretty easy to make the decision.
So how do you think working on the Hill benefits your studies? And what have you learned so far?
I think that definitely gaining an understanding of how government works will definitely help my studies, especially in the government department. But across the board too, there's so many areas government is influential in: public policy, with international relations, with Hispanic studies. All the things I study are dealt with here on the Hill. So definitely being in the center of all of that provides me with an opportunity to learn what I need to focus on when I go back, what I need to brush up on, what I've learned well, what I need to work harder on.
So can you tell us about some of the experiences you've had on the Hill that have to do with IR or obviously government?
Well, on a day-to-day basis, I'm dealing more with constituent services, with answering letters on issues, with answering phone calls, with giving tours of the Capitol. But I am able to sneak out from time to time and go to hearings of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, I went to a hearing where Eric Holder, the Attorney General, was testifying. I went to a hearing where the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General Dempsey, and Secretary Kennedy were testifying. So it has been interesting and really rewarding being able to go to these hearings, being able to see the main actors in our political world up close and see them do their work.
That's great. So, besides working on the Hill, what would you say some of the perks of living in D.C. are? Or an out-of-state student?
Well, definitely all of the entertainment, all the things that D.C. has to offer, whether it's the museums, the monuments, or just kind of your regular city stuff. Being able to go to concerts and different social events, the events that the William & Mary D.C. office puts on, going to Nationals games. Just D.C. has a lot to offer, and so I'm kind of used to the offerings of a big city coming from just outside of Boston, but D.C. definitely adds that layer with the museums and the political events and the monuments and all that.
That's great. So would you say that you have a favorite spot in D.C., or have you had a favorite experience here so far?
I would say that out of all the memorials and monuments and my stuff, my favorite spot would be the Jefferson Memorial.
Jefferson?
Yeah, I love the tidal basin there, and I think it's a beautiful memorial, and of course the tie to William & Mary is nice, but I like that as a favorite spot. A favorite experience, I guess I would say, is playing in the congressional softball league. Being able to see the people you work with on a day-to-day basis kind of take off the shirt and tie and just have some fun and play a sport, get outside. That's definitely been a good memorable experience, something I'll take with me.
That's great. So I know there are a lot of people at William & Mary who are interested in government and may want to work on the Hill or something like that. Do you have any advice you would give to people who might be interested in, having an internship like you have this summer?
I would just say be ready for anything. There's going to be grunt work in any internship. There's going to be busy work. But you will get an opportunity to prove yourself. Someone's going to be out sick, or something's going to happen and they're going to call on you to do something, and you can make an impression then. So you really have to be ready to jump on any opportunity that crosses you. Whether that's something as simple as writing a memo or going to a meeting, but you have to be ready to pounce on that opportunity. And don't dismiss it as just busy work. Do it with a smile, do the best you can, and people will notice.
Yeah, that's great, Sean. Well, it sounds like you're having a great summer. Thank you so much for talking with us. And if you have anyone you'd like to see on Summer That Guy, email the Flat Hat.